Right, folks, join me as I pull back the curtain on a story the mainstream media hoped you'd miss. The Guardian just confessed something explosive. Reform UK, with only 5 MPs, is rewriting the rules of British politics. And it's terrifying the establishment. Why? Let's get into it. How does a party with just 5 MPs dominate the national conversation, force Labour to change its policies and get more media coverage than the official opposition? In their Friday editorial, even The Guardian had to admit what most of Westminster won't say out loud. Reform UK isn't just a fringe movement anymore, it's the gravitational centre of British politics. While Labour and the Tories slug it out in Parliament, Nigel Farage is winning without even showing up most of the time. This shouldn't be possible. But it is. And it tells us everything we need to know about how broken, biased and brittle our political system has become. Here's what has the establishment fuming. Reform is playing politics on easy mode. That's a direct quote from The Guardian. The claim? That because Reform UK isn't the official opposition, it avoids PMQs, avoids scrutiny, avoids responsibility, and they're right, but only halfway. Because it's not a flaw. It's the whole point. The system protects establishment parties with spin and bureaucracy. Reform flipped the script by bypassing that machine entirely. Farage doesn't need committee reports. He has the public's ear, and for once, that's scarier to Labour than losing a vote in the Commons. The Guardian complains Reform has strong right-wing media support. Let's pause there. Where was that concern when Labour had wall-to-wall support from Channel 4, the BBC and the broadsheets? Or when Starmer gets a free pass for breaking promises on tax, spending and immigration, all while Reform gets grilled for hypothetical future cuts? Selective outrage much? Apparently, Reform's agenda is largely theoretical and uncosted. But Rachel Reeves just delivered a spending review with £20 billion in holes a GDP contraction and no real path forward. So why is Reform's future plan called fantasy, while Labour's current failures get called challenges? Reform's real threat isn't in policies, it's in narrative control. They become the default voice for millions who feel ignored, especially working-class, patriotic, safety-conscious voters. The Guardian even admits that Labour now tailors its policies to avoid losing more votes to Reform. Think about that. Labour isn't leading, it's reacting.
That the majority of the people in these boats are children, babies and women who have been...
No, they're not. No, they're not.
Farage is the only political figure in the UK right now setting the conversation without being in charge of anything. That's power. And it didn't come from donors or lobbyists. It came from public disillusionment with the system. The Guardian floats the idea of a Stop Reform alliance. Imagine it. Labour teaming up with Greens, Lib Dems, Plaid Cymru, even SNP. Not to win on vision, but to block voters from having a real alternative. That's not democracy. That's cartel politics. And it shows you just how scared they are. Reform's biggest challenge may not come from Labour or the media, but from success itself. Running councils, holding seats, managing expectations. It's not easy, but here's the twist. Even when Reform councils fail, the public still blames Westminster. Why? Because they know who's actually been in charge for the past 20 years. Farage may now be an MP, but he hasn't lost his insurgent edge, and every time Labour or the Tories mimic his talking points, they confirm his relevance. So what's the real story here? It's not that Reform is getting away with it. It's that our political class got used to playing the game without any real opposition. Now the opposition has arrived. And instead of engaging with it honestly, they want to cancel it, block it, or silence it. But here's the truth. You can't cancel a movement built on public frustration. You can't smear your way out of accountability, and you can't stop the people from demanding something better. What do you think? Can Reform UK really take power, or will Labour's Stop Reform Alliance silence opposition forever? Hit subscribe. Share this with someone still watching BBC News, and if you've had enough of the political circus, stay tuned. Because this is only the beginning. This is TruthCast UK. No spin, no scripts, just truth.